welcome to week 6. This week we will be reading chapters 9 and 10. Chapter 9 is on building an ethical small group, and chapter 10 is creating an ethical and inclusive organizational climate. And in a minute we'll look at the discussion board posts, and one of them will have you choose to one of the chapters. And so I'm choosing to highlight a component of chapter 10. In chapter 10, Johnson provides 6 signs of a healthy climate. It's so important in any of our settings, whether we're a teacher, school leader, or any other setting, that we foster a healthy climate, right? Like it's just good for everyone, and frankly good for business, whatever whatever the business is. And so Johnson identifies these elements: inclusion, trust, justice or doing what is right, integrity, which someone recently shared the definition of integrity as doing what you say you're going to do, following through. So like, yes, doing that with ethics and responsibility, but really when you think about integrity, you really are fulfilling something to a really high standard, right? You're following through. Structural reinforcement, which I thought was really interesting, and one example that they provide is like evaluation systems, right? That a climate has structures in place to support the organization. And then the last is organizational citizenship. And that seems a little bit abstract. And so Johnson goes on to describe that a healthy climate has individuals that feel a social responsibility to the organization, that organization is sustainable, as well as that there's corporate activism, that the people have the opportunity to engage and make a difference. And that seemed to make a lot of sense to me. So for our first discussion board, as I shared, identify one concept in chapter 9 and or 10 that you can connect to your teaching practice or your personal experience as an educator. How do you think that this would impact your students' learning? And for this discussion board, you only need to make that initial post and that no peer replies are required. And then in discussion board 2, you'll watch a video about the future of teaching, but first, note what your thoughts are and how education will look in the future. Like, really take some time to kind of bullet point that out and identify your initial beliefs, and then watch the video. It's compelling. And then after watching the video, share one key point, big or small, that you could apply in your classroom. And do engage in some dialogue on this. It's fascinating. And then you made it. You've got 2 assignments down, 1 to go. So the last assignment is due the Monday of week 8, and it's our normative leadership theories impact paper. So I want to take a moment to outline the paper and encourage you, as with the others, to start thinking about that now. It really is a summative assessment and encapsulates much of what we have been exploring in this course. So as you obviously know, we have been digging into the Johnson text and different leadership theories. And I noted that in chapter 8 in particular. And what you are to do is to determine which of those leadership theories most align with your philosophy as an ethical leader and as an educator. Then describe how your professional practice is influenced by that theory. So this is a 5 to 7 page paper, not including the cover page or references. So first you're going to, as I said, describe and define one of the theories, provide with examples how this aligns with your philosophy, describe your professional practice and how the theory has influenced it, as well as at least 2 areas of leadership that you would like to improve on in the future or refine in the future. So please be sure to include 3 citations from the course text. And this is an informal paper. You can certainly use first person. So for the response to instructor remarks, I'd like for you to reflect on those components of a healthy climate. And how do you foster one of these in your setting? We're all ethical leaders. And so whatever your role is, how do you foster one of these components in your setting? I'm curious to know. As always, reach out if you need anything. We are nearing the end of the course. I know this is a unique topic, but I'm so impressed by your work and how deep you have. We talk about it at Concordia, diving deep into the learning, and you are doing just that. So thanks so much for all of your work so far. We're at the last leg. We got this, and I hope you have a good day.